Good evening, everyone. It is an all-new season of the Styyle Chronicles and WPBRadio.com. I am your host, Terrence Styles. And I'm in the studio with my lovely guest co-host on this Monday.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't say lovely.
You can say lovely because I'm lovely.
Okay, well,
light and lovely.
Because I'm used to saying lovely for my female. So I need
light and lovely.
I gotta come up with another. I can't say lovely. You're a dude. I can't do that. But I have none other. I've been dying. When I say dying to have you on the show. DJ Richie Sky's in the building.
What's up? Listen, I want an intro like the one you had that played for you when the show came on. Because next time I come, can I get an intro like that? I want to record it just like that with that man with the echoing voice. Yeah, I want that.
You want that?
Mm-hmm.
Then you want to be on the roster.
Okay, listen. Okay, what I gotta do? What I gotta pay? Who I gotta see?
I'll let you know off air. But it's so good to. Oh my gosh! It seems like every time that you're supposed to be the guest co-host,
it snows.
It snows or it's threatening to snow.
And I'm not with that.
But I was like, through hell or high water, you gotta come on.
I said I'm coming today. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
And I'm here.
I'm so glad to have you here. I was just like, I need to have my manpower. Like.
Okay, it's good to be here and be more.
Yes.
Baltimore.
So where did you travel from? You travel from DC or Virginia?
DC.
I don't know why I see you in Virginia.
DC.
DC. Okay.
I'm originally from Virginia though.
Oh, you're originally from Virginia. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
baby.
Got you.
Chris Brown.
Can we not, please? You one of them? Are you one of them? You one of them? You team Breezy?
So you Breezy? Well, you know what? No, I'm not team anybody that's that's in and out of jail. So for multiple reasons. So
right. But this time was because of rehab or something.
Who knows?
I think he was like having sex with one of the clients.
I can't.
In rehab.
I can't.
Like
We're not.
We're not. We're not. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. All right, guys, you know what it's time for.
What is the time for?
All right, it's time for the weekend recap. Richie, this is when we talk about our weekend. Would you like to go first?
Okay. Let me see. What did I do? You know what I did this weekend? I actually had a weekend where I did not have to DJ anybody's party, any events. It was kind of weird though. It was like, what do you do on a Saturday now? So I went out with my friends, got a little bit intoxicated and passed out on the couch at 7 p.m. Saturday night. Woke up at like 11 p.m., got something to eat and went right back to bed.
Wait, time out. So what time did you start drinking on Saturday if you passed out at 7 p.m.? You must have been drinking from breakfast.
Okay, so I got up on Saturday mornings. I get up and I go to spin class. So after I did that, we went and got some food from some Copper Canyon. Listen, if y'all never had Copper Canyon, they got the best chicken like ever. It just like it falls off the bone. But anyway, we had margaritas there. Then we went out to Nelly's in DC, and then from there it was just like I got home and we were supposed to go back out and we didn't make it out.
Okay. I was going to say I need to hang out with you, but maybe not, because I've been there, done that too many times from drinking and passing out.
Listen,
and don't remember what the
hell happened. Hold on, though. It wasn't really like a pass out. It was more like, okay, we're going to take a nap and then get back up, and everybody just kind of went to bed and was like, all right, that's it.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Alrighty then.
It was fun though.
I can imagine that it was.
It was.
So you are all smiles. So what else happened? You still got a Sunday?
What I do Sunday? Sunday we got up and we went to. I won't say where we went to brunch because I don't want to put this place out there. But listen, don't serve mimosas and not put any champagne in the mimosa.
What?
I don't want no virgin mimosa. That
is a no-no.
Okay, like that. So. I really want to call this place out, but I'm not gonna do that because I might go back there.
Not if they don't put champagne in mimosas.
And I know the host who also invited us there, and I love him to death, so I'm not gonna put his event out there. But what I will say is this: never serve mimosas that don't have champagne in it, and don't try to fool me by making me think it's gonna have champagne in it. Because if I go to the bar and ask for a glass of champagne, you should just willingly give me that if it's a real mimosa.
Right.
However, they were charging $13 for a glass of champagne, so I was like, y'all trying to get over? You see what they're trying to do?
I ain't gonna be able to do it. Please tell me what it is, who off air, because
I'm gonna tell you off air.
So I won't go there. Okay, so I'm feeling some kind of a way.
What kind of way you feel?
Towards you and Damon.
Why?
Because I I've been dying to like have brunch with you guys, and you guys never call me, you never send me a text, you never invite me. So I'm feeling some kind of way because I'm a brunch type of dude. And I feel like that I'm like a stepchild to y'all, and we supposed to be family, especially my roller coaster buddy. Like, of all people, he should be calling me and texting me. Right, because that's my roller coaster buddy. But I feel like you should back him up and was like, did you call Terrence Styles? Because he likes to have brunch too, to come down to DC and have brunch with us.
Okay, so I'm making this promise on air. The next brunch we go to, you are invited. I'm gonna let you know days in advance.
Yes, please do.
Days in advance.
I want to cut up. I want to cut up and kiki with y'all too.
I don't know. You just said you didn't want to pass out, so.
I don't know about the passing out, because I don't. I mean, I don't. I've been there, done that, and I try not to do the passing out too much anymore, because I'm getting up in age and I can't afford it to be doing all that. But yeah, maybe I might need to watch y'all to make sure y'all.
I'm gonna say you're getting up in age, and I'm older than him.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to not be that. I'm telling you, if you know me back in the day, you'd be like, you'd have been like, oh my gosh, yes, I can't go backwards.
You go hardcore?
I used to hardcore. I used to be wasted. Well, I can't go back.
And see, I felt like I could do that this past Saturday because I did not have to DJ at all. So if I had to DJ, like I can. You know, if I gotta spend that night, then I can't.
Right.
I can't turn up.
And then.
No, I can turn up while I'm DJing, like while I'm spinning, but I can't do it beforehand because I gotta set up and I'll be leaving chords and stuff like that, and it won't be a good night.
Got you. I mean, my thing is that I do it on special occasions like holidays, like New Year's, Christmas, sometimes birthday, definitely. But I just don't. I used to do it a lot. On weekends.
Okay, but you know what the thing is? I feel like, especially in DC, it's always somebody's birthday.
I'm sure it is.
You always celebrating something, so it's just like always time to turn up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
Do y'all have designated drivers?
Yeah.
I don't like how you said that.
We do. We have a friend of ours who doesn't drink anymore, so
okay.
He usually drives.
Well, maybe I will turn up.
Yeah. Come on out. And we don't get like that. Like we don't get like.
I've seen the pictures. I see the statuses, especially from Damon Maurice Bouvier. I see the stats.
Well, he can only have like 2 drinks and he's done. I hate to put his business out there, but he got like 2 drinks, he's done, and he's talking crazy. So he's not a good example.
And I'm a little small dude. I can handle more than 2.
One should be able to handle more than 2, especially mimosas. Like
he's my roller coaster buddy. He should be able to handle more than 2.
Nah, he can't. He's gonna try to lead you to believe that he can, but he can't.
Oh, that's what it is. He leads you. See, come on, roller coaster buddy.
Okay, like you gonna have to teach him something.
Apparently, but yes, please contact me and let me know in advance, because I'm like.
And I gotta make sure we take you to a good one too.
Yes, exactly.
Where they just keep refilling it.
Yes. My mother's not listening right now, but yes.
Oh yeah. My mother's used to it by now, so it's like.
Mine is still not. No.
You ain't got it there yet?
I don't think I'll ever get it there.
Oh, okay.
No. But yes, please, I'm almost excited.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty interesting. Yes, Friday I was super duper exhausted. Wow. I went home and took a nap, and I didn't wake up till about 8 o'clock. And I was supposed to go to one of my castmates on my reality show. It was his birthday. And I was supposed to, my plan was to get there a little early, but me waking up I didn't wake up till like almost 9 o'clock. So I went to DC to his party. As soon as I got to the place, he was coming out the door. It was so ironic. I was coming in, he was coming out, like simultaneously.
Wait, he was leaving the party?
He was leaving the place that he had his birthday party at, and I was coming in. He was over it by that time.
What?
Because it was early.
Who be over your own birthday?
Well, I don't know. He was over it. But it was so crazy how that was so ironic that it was simultaneous that he was coming out and I was coming in.
So what did y'all go hang out?
Yeah, we hung out. We went out.
Good.
Yeah, we hung out, had some great talk, had some drinks, and just really a lot of just conversation, pretty much.
So I have a question. So like if you're filming for a reality show, do you feel like you have to save a conversation for the actual show, or do you have the conversation and then have it again?
I'm sorry. I live a regular life. I still live my life. I'm not gonna save nothing for nobody. Like, if you're not there to film us, then you're just not there to film us. Like, that's just it. But the conversation may resurface, but I'm gonna still have my conversation. I'm not like, oh, we can't talk about that because we need to say, hell no.
I always wondered about that.
I don't know how they do it in the real reality show
But
world.
you know, okay, so like if you see something like Real Housewives of Atlanta or something like that, and you're looking at a couple like maybe like Apollo and Phaedra, and you see them talking about something that happened like the last episode, and you notice it's like 3 days later when they filming. I'm thinking to myself, y'all ain't talking about this since then. Y'all live together.
That's true. I don't.
Like, how does that-
maybe they
I
have
always
to.
wonder how that works.
Maybe they have talked about it in their privacy of their own home, and then they have to rehash it or what have you. But in the I guess that's what works in the real reality show world.
Gotcha.
See, the reality show that I'm on, we on a low budget type reality show, so we got to work on people's schedules. What? I'm just saying.
I'm about to leave this studio.
What? I'm just being real talk. Real talk. You got to go with it's low. It is. It's low budget. You got to go off people time and. You know, the right crew is because people work regular jobs, so it's
True.
not like that's all they do
True.
is film this react. Not saying that the ones that's doing the ones on TV don't have regular jobs, but I'm sure that they have schedules that they put out to work around their work schedule. I'm sure they have those things. Me personally, I'd rather work like that than just pop up and say, "Oh, we're going to film you this weekend." Well, sir, ma'am, you didn't. Hello, I have a regular life. I'm just saying.
So you work best on a schedule.
I like to work on a schedule. You can't just pop up and say, "Oh, we're gonna schedule. You're gonna call me on Thursday, say we're gonna film on Saturday." I already got plans. I'm going out of town.
I was telling you the same thing. I work on a schedule too.
That's just me. That's how I work.
And I'm planned out at least like 2 or 3 weeks in advance. So I'm like,
right. I like to, and sometimes I even give the courtesy. Hey, I've done it a couple times. Hey, I'm filming this weekend because I need to know how my weekend's gonna go because I have stuff that I may got planned.
yeah.
So that's just how I work. I can't speak for anybody else that's on the show with me.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
So, so that's what. So I did that on Friday. Went to DC. Had spent some time with my castmate. We cut up, had some drinks, whatever. Then I went to this establishment before I came home. I said, let me stop at this establishment. I'm not going to say the name, but it keeps you warm.
This establishment.
It's a type of if you have this in your house, it keeps you warm in the winter. That's the establishment I went to. And so I'm there. I get a drink. I was like, I'm gonna get a drink before I go home.
Okay.
I'm sitting at the little stool thingy by myself, or what have you, not paying anybody any mind, looking at the TV screen while they playing videos. This dude comes, sits, he waves, "Can I sit here?" I said, "Sure, sit here. Why not a problem? Whatever. I'm not paying you no mind. Like I'm here to have a drink and go about my business." So he just stops. He says, "So you're just not gonna have conversation with me?" I said, "Excuse me, sir." He was like, "So you just gonna sit here and just not?" I said, "Well, I didn't come here to really converse. I just came here to get a drink and."
Do I know you, sir? That's the first question.
Right, like,
do I know you?
Right, I'm minding my business. So he was like, "Oh," and then went over, and then he would continued to sit there. So I'm like, okay. So then later on, he was like, "Can I ask you a question?" I was like,
Stalker.
"What's the question?" And then he was like, "So why so and so this and that and the third?" And I was just like, why people gotta have attitudes and this and that? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sitting here minding my business, having my drink, and then he just went on this rampage, and that's what's wrong with the society now, and this and that and the third, and da 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 da. And he was like, "I'm not trying to have a conversation with you." I said, "I'm not either, but this is what I've been through, and you don't know me, so I'm gonna need you. Well, I'm done with this, and I'm just gonna leave right now. Have a good day, sir. Good night. Whatever." Like, how you just gonna go off on me? I'm sitting here minding you asked, could I sit down? Could he sit down? I said, yes, you can sit down. Like, I wasn't that dude to say, no, you can't sit here. Okay, here's this empty seat. Sit down. But while you sitting at my table, don't come off at me like I'm the one that slept with you last night. Or I pissed in your Cheerios.
Because I was about to say.
Because I'm not that dude. You don't know me.
You were on a fictitious bad date.
Right, you do not know me, sir. Excuse me.
Simmer down.
I'm minding my business. You mad because I won't speak to you? Like, what? Who does that?
Over
DC
it.
and their characters. I swear. I can't. I was like, really?
That's so interesting that you had that whole blow up on Friday. I actually had a blow up on Friday too. I was on a date. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But it was just like.
And I wasn't even on one.
You know what the problem was though, and I'm about to put my business out there, but I can't, like, if you ask me out on a date, don't spend the entire time on your phone.
Yeah.
If you were texting on your phone the entire time that we are out, you know what?
That's a problem.
We're gonna go out another day. Or
we don't go out at all.
Okay, exactly. So
you wasted my time.
As it turns out that we probably never will go out.
But I'm minding my business, Richie. Minding my business.
You were on a date.
I was not. I was minding my I was being generous for the person to sit there because he wanted to sit down. I was like, sure.
You were speed dating.
But I was no. That was so, I was just like, really? I'm minding my business. I was over it. I went to use the bathroom and I went home. I was like, I can't.
With Terrence Styles.
No, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done. DC and their characters, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not.
Don't blame it on DC.
Yes, I'm blaming it on DC. That's where I was. And then he wasn't even attractive. He looked like Boo Boo the goddamn fool. Are you serious, sir? And you trying to come for me?
So you went on a bad blind date.
No, it was none of that. I was minding my business. Minding my business by myself, mind you. By myself, which I don't have a problem doing.
So when I retell the story, it was going to be a blind date?
No. Please don't retell that story. It was a mess.
At brunch?
No, it was a mess. Absolute mess. So then the rest of the weekend, I had a meeting at my college early Saturday morning, and then the rest of the weekend I was in Jersey. I went to, it was a beautiful road trip by myself. Took the road trip to Jersey. I went there for audition for a play.
How do you think it went?
I went pretty good. I did my monologue, performed my monologue, and then they asked me what role I was reading for, so I told them the two roles that I was in. And I guess according to my monologue, one of the roles that I said I was interested in, I guess I fit more of that role. So the character name is Oz. So I read for Oz. They had me read two different sides. So I don't know. I don't know how. The only thing is, if I get the part, I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to do that if we're in Jersey.
You know what? You're about to stretch yourself all the way.
Hey.
Well, when does the production actually?
I think it's next month. Rehearsal starts, I believe, or May, one of the two. But the thing is that I wanted to I also like going to auditions to test my still if I still got it. Because I've been doing theater acting since I was 5.
So, do you have a monologue that you already have prepared?
Yes.
What is it?
I'm not. You want to perform it on air?
No, not the monologue.
But
is it a specific character? Is it
something actually it's my buddy Will. He did we did the play. He did the play Boy Pull Your Pants Up. We did it we traveled a little bit in Baltimore, D.C., and we did it in Atlanta. And the character I play is Donald Johns, and the actual character has a monologue.
Okay, so you pulled from something that you've already
right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had forgot it, and then I just kind of relearned it, and then add my own little touches to it. So
makes
sense.
Makes sense.
So that's pretty much what I did, and a lot of times when you go in front of directors or whatever, or casting directors, they don't really give you a lot of expression. So you really don't know.
You're just kind of sitting there like.
Yeah, and it's like, well, can you read this? Can you read this side? Can you read that side? This and that, the third, whatever. So I was just like, cool. So and then everything was cold read. So I had to learn it like within, try to go over the side for like a couple seconds, literally, and try to get a feel for it. So the role of Oz, he's a passive dude who is trying to, I guess, savor his marriage with his husband.
Okay.
So I had to play that passive role, but get him to kind of understand where I'm coming from, so to speak. So it was cool. But it's crazy that you travel sometimes for a long distance just to audition, and the audition's only about maybe 15 minutes, if that.
The life of an entertainer, an actor.
So yeah, but I enjoyed myself. It was good. I was in the car jamming. It was so beautiful one Saturday.
It was.
Oh my God.
That was another reason why I had to go out and
Yeah, the sunroof was. I had the sunroof open. And I was just minding my business, jamming to all my little CDs back in the day. I had to play some Mary J. Blige.
Listen.
Real Love, getting it in. So it
That's
was
my
good.
song right there.
Yeah, I was rocking, but it was good. I had a really good time. And I came back set yesterday, and I just chilled. I watched DVDs. I don't watch usually, but I do on Sundays. I can't even remember. I cooked. Have you ever cooked and never ate what you cooked?
No.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
I do that
Something that's gonna never happen is there's some food in front of me and I'm not gonna eat it. Like that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I cooked and
I have an inner fat boy inside of me that I eat all the time.
I was over it. I was like, yeah.
What'd you cook?
I had barbecue chicken, creamed spinach, and potatoes.
And you wouldn't eat that?
I ate a little bit. It was a little piece of chicken, and then that was it.
You should have brought me a plate up in here.
I wasn't hungry. For me, it's happened to me quite some time. Sometimes when I fix dinner, after I'm done, I'm like, that was my appetite. I'm done. I'm over it.
You need somebody to cook for. Boom.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's what it is.
I've been single for too long.
That's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's it right there.
I've been single for too long. I need to cook for somebody.
You need to cook for somebody.
I mean, but ain't nobody really coming
I'm
along.
gonna set you up on a blind date.
Oh, here we go with this blind date. I can't.
I'm the best matchmaker. You ask any one of my friends.
Really? Then why you here matchmaking?
Not for myself.
Why can't you matchmake yourself?
I'm too busy matchmaking for other people.
Well, you need to take time and whatever. I can't even get it out. You know what I mean? Matchmake for yourself.
I ain't got time for that.
See, I'm not a matchmaker. I'm just not that. I mean, I tried it. This is not.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. I tried to get one of my good friends and one of my best friends and tried to didn't. Yeah, I'm not that.
I like the idea of it though.
So apparently I can't do it for myself and I can't do it for others.
And then you can't cook for yourself because you're not gonna eat your own food. You got a problem.
Well, you said I need to cook for somebody, so I need to figure out.
And that's why I'm trying to set you up on a blind date.
Yes.
I think you should.
Are you enjoying yourself thus far?
Yes. I need that hand clap like all the time.
I can do it all the time. I can do it again. That's my live studio audience.
Yes, I love it.
All right, guys. Our chronicle for tonight is Art of Design. And by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Hope you're rocking your green.
We are.
Richie and I are rocking our green. I think my other guest, Woody, is rocking his green. Ladies, where the green at, ladies? No green? My cousin not rocking green? What's going on? Gotta rock the green. We don't have no green beer.
They rebels.
We're supposed to bring green mimosas.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. All right, so we have three lovely ladies in the studio with me right now. They're with the Community Art Collaborative under Micah. And first I want to introduce Valencia James, Sophia Mack, and Chelsea Sherman, correct? Yes, so I'm so glad you ladies are here to talk about your program under Micah. I'm gonna hand it over to you, Miss James. Just can you kind of give us a little overview of Micah and all that good stuff?
Sure, definitely. So, Maryland Institute College of Art, also known as Micah, was founded in 1826. Micah is, as most of us know, is one of the top visual arts colleges in the nation. Fred Lazarus has been the college's president for the last 35 years, and under his tenure, the college has evolved from a regional art college to one of the nation's leading institutions in higher education, art design.
Wonderful. I never knew it was the nation. They were the top of the nation. Wow.
Among the top, definitely.
Yeah, wow.
Definitely,
I didn't know that.
They've definitely grown a lot over the years. As part of their mission, definitely we know that it's to educate artists and designers for the 21st century, but the other part of their mission is to serve as a cultural community resource, which is part of the reason why we're here today to discuss the programming with that. One of the other things that I want to just kind of briefly go over is that there's 4 major ways to study at Micah and through various types of degree programs. You have your undergraduate programs where you can get a Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees. You also have the graduate programs where you can get a Master of Arts or a Master of Fine Arts, and they have various degree programs under that. You also have a continuing study component at Micah, which they have a degree program there, which would be an MPS, a Master of Professional Studies. And They have actually 2 design programs under that as well. And you can also get a baccalaureate certificate. And lastly, there's also programming for young people. It's called the Young People Studio, which I've actually had the pleasure of being faculty in that program and teaching the youth in that program. This program caters specifically towards programming towards children, K through 12, and college-bound students.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow. It's, this is why I wanted you ladies to be here, because this is stuff that's like literally in our backyards here in Baltimore and Maryland, and that people that's listening have no idea about. So I just like to tap into things that will wake people up, will give people some knowledge, some education about what's right here, because people claim that there's nothing here in Baltimore, and that little bit you just said just opened me up. So hopefully it opened the listeners up as well. So
Good.
I'm sorry.
No. Good. I hope so. And one of the last things I want to say about just in Micah in general, Micah has, again, to tap into why we're here, Micah's socially engaged degree programs include the Masters of Art in Social Design, Master of Art Fine Arts, and Curatorial Practice, and also a Master of Fine Arts in Community Art. So those are their 3, while they have various degrees, those are the 3 that are focused on social engagement.
Okay, good stuff. So Valencia, tell us what your part is with under the Community Art Collaborative, which is under Micah. Tell us how that plays a part and how it plays a part with bringing that foundation within the institute.
Sure. So we are the Community Art Collaborative, and we are under the Office of Community Engagement, which was actually created in 2010. So I'll talk a little bit about.
So it's fairly new.
Yeah, it's definitely fairly new.
Wow.
And so this is a good opportunity for people to realize that
it exists.
So you have the Office of Community Engagement, which we're housed under. So like I said, it was created in 2010. And basically what the Office of Community Engagement does is provides resources and administrative support for members of the MICA community interested in arts-based community engagement.
Okay. That is housed with MICA, or is it outside of MICA too, or
no,
just
this
right
is
there with
we are.
Okay, so
Office of Community Engagement is part of MICA.
Okay.
I mean,
so it's like getting people who may live around the vicinity of MICA, or.
Well, basically, what it does is it's to support members of the direct MICA community, which would be like staff.
Okay, got it.
Students and faculty.
Got it. Okay.
And I'll get into the programs that speak to all of that in a second.
Okay.
So it also serves as a primary point of contact for community stakeholders. So now you're talking about the community at large or around in MICA that want to create some sort of change in surrounding communities.
Got it.
And so we build our partnerships through 4 distinct programs. And so this is where the connection kind of comes in. So you have the community engagement grants, and this basically is to provide students, faculty, and staff with modest funding to initiate or enhance community engagement projects and activities of their own design. And it has to be in response to a compelling need or opportunity. So that's one. And then you have community-based learning, also known as CBL. And this program supports campus community partnerships that are embedded within the curriculum and respond to community opportunities and needs. So they're attached directly to a class.
Got it.
And then you have Baltimore Art Plus Justice Project, which focuses on community-centered data collection and asset mapping. And basically, this program is linking artists and arts and advocacy organizations through a virtual map.
Okay.
And we are actually located on, if you go to MICA's website, you'll go and it has the outline of all these programs as well, if you want to follow up afterwards.
Okay.
And then you have the Community Art Collaborative, which is myself, the program assistant, and then she's not here today, but Julie Lynn is the program manager. So it's us two, and we basically manage the program.
Also, it's only 2 people.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, in terms of the management.
Right, that's
of the program.
right.
Yes.
The management of the program.
Yes.
Wow. So y'all have pretty much, the 2 of y'all have a lot on your plate, I take it.
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness.
So our role is a lot of things, but just some of the things that we do is we provide the management, like I said, but we also do a lot of the technical assistance, everything from vetting new sites, host sites, and our potential members. Also organizing our orientations and trainings for our members, and that's ongoing during their residencies, and also mentoring our CAC members and just providing general support. I mean, it's a lot of day-to-day stuff that goes into it. So that's what she and I do.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then, any questions?
No, I'm just trying to follow along because I was trying to go off.
It's a lot of layers.
Right, I was trying to go off the conversation we had prior to here, and I'm trying to connect the dots, how it all maps out. So it's becoming clear.
Is it connecting
coming
so far? Because you have MICA, which is the larger,
the bigger umbrella,
and then you have community engagement, which is
still a huge umbrella because the community is the community.
Right.
So you're dealing with, like you said, the faculty, the staff, and the students, and then it goes beyond that for the people that live in the surrounding areas of MICA.
Exactly.
And then probably, I'm sure you guys, well, not sure, you guys have a great relationship with the Baltimore Promotion of Arts when it comes to the artscape and the mayor, and I'm sure, so that's another thing I'm sure you guys have to deal with as well.
Community Art Collaborative doesn't really deal directly with that, but we, it's embedded in MICA, because Artscape is right there, and it's
right in the heart,
it's right in the heart of MICA, and streets are blocked off.
Right,
so
exactly.
It's part of the culture, and I think,
Okay, cool.
And so now you have Community Art Collaborative. Now, Community Art Collaborative was created in 2004.
Okay.
And Community Art Collaborative, also known as CAC, is an AmeriCorps National Service Program, which is funded in part by a grant from Maryland Governor's Office on Service and Volunteerism and the Corporation for National Community Service.
Okay.
So it's a national model. We are the first of its kind in the nation, basically. So a lot of people are modeling or trying to model
after you guys.
Yeah. And so just to give, I don't know if a lot of people know what AmeriCorps is, but AmeriCorps is they call it like the domestic Peace Corps in a way. It gives a chance for people to serve in communities around them and earn a modest stipend, but also expand educational opportunities because they get an educational award at the end of their service.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. Okay. Good stuff.
So, basically, Community Art Collaborative is we place skilled community artists called CAC members in a year-long residency. Some of our CAC members are concurrently enrolled in MICA's MFA Community Arts, which I mentioned earlier is one of the socially engaged programs. And basically, for the ones who are students, their service in CAC fulfills the degree program's requirements.
Oh, okay.
Some of them, part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so some of the things that our members are responsible for, and Chelsea and Sophia are going to get into more specifics at their specific sites of the kind of great work that they do. But it's just providing children, youth, and adults with after-school arts-based learning experiences and focusing on strengthening neighborhoods through community art projects and youth leadership programming. So some of the sites do things like murals. They might do some community gardening and attach art projects to that. It runs the gamut, and again, they will go into more detail about that.
Do they get to decide their own projects, or do you guys kind of assign them to a project?
No, because we have 14 plus sites, it really depends on it's site by site. And so our members are placed in nonprofits, they're also placed in schools, they're placed all over, it's citywide.
Gotcha.
And so depending on what the site is, there may already be structured projects, and then there's some sites that are fairly new or they're open each year to doing various types of projects. So it really depends on what site.
So do you go by the need of artistic vision that they need? Like, for instance, you might have a school who's been around for years and they have no artistic creativity in the school at all, nothing that the kids can ooh and ah at. So is that one of the requirements or one of the things you guys go for some some of the nonprofits or schools that don't have that already?
You mean in terms of how we choose sites?
Right, yeah.
It varies.
Okay.
It definitely, we look at need, the area that they might be in, and we say, is there any programming happening over there, that's not, we might want to look at them being a new site and expanding in that area. So it definitely varies.
Okay.
A lot of our sites have been with the CAC program for a very long time. So we have, I think, 3 new sites this year.
Okay.
So it varies.
Okay.
It varies.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Our members are also responsible for leveraging volunteers to support and facilitate access to service site programs and resources that foster academic engagement. So one of the things that AmeriCorps wants is for the work that our CAC members are doing should somehow influence the work of the students in their school day. So we hope that the after school programming, arts programming, strengthens and enforces their academic engagement in school during the school day, although it's enough.
Now, are you guys affiliated with, because I know I believe this is still in effect with schools, especially here in the city of Baltimore. Are you guys offer community service hours to students if they volunteer, or that's kind of not your, that's not what you're affiliated with?
No, some sites do that.
Okay.
We're still, service learning is a big part of the CAP program, and some of our sites do have older students where they can link the community service hours to the work that they're doing after school.
Cool. I just thought maybe you might be a parent or somebody might be listening might want to know that.
No, that's good.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Okay. Good stuff.
And I just want to make sure I'm covering everything. So last year, our members organized over 200 events and leveraged volunteers and raised almost $50,000 in donations and grants for service projects. So it's definitely growing, and our members definitely do a lot of work and a lot of hard work at their sites and really supporting their sites.
Good stuff.
And one other thing to be noted, or 2 other things actually to be noted, is that 12 out of our 14 sites have AmeriCorps alumni on their staff. So after they finish CAP, they stay on sometimes as staff.
Oh, okay.
And 8 out of 10 of the site supervisors for our sites are AmeriCorps alumni. So they definitely stay.
Okay, still stick around.
Yeah, stick around, which is good because it creates consistency.
And then they already know what's going on, so they can help the next person to come along and volunteer or becomes a member, or fresh faces, so to speak, and you have somebody you can kind of mentor.
Yes.
So to speak.
And that's usually those sites. Usually, there's a synergistic relationship between the site supervisor and the CAC member because that person has done that work
Right
before. So
before,
they
right.
understand kind of the nuances of the work that they're doing.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff.
All right, so.
So these lovely ladies, Chelsea and Sophia. So you ladies, tell me your particular roles and what you do as far as AmeriCorps, being an AmeriCorps member and things of that sort, and how you kind of make this train going, so to speak.
Okay. Thanks for having us
No,
here.
no problem. Thank you for coming through the weather. And it's supposed to be spring on Thursday. Right.
So the sun comes out.
Right.
So I work for. I'm Sophia.
Sophia,
I don't know
yeah, okay.
really well if people know
And if they're
that.
watching on our Ustream, they might know.
Hand
But if
raised.
not, that's okay.
So I'm the program manager. My role through CAC is the program manager at 901 Arts, which is the site that I chose as my placement for my AmeriCorps service.
Okay.
And 901 Arts is a community-based youth arts program, after-school arts program, and academics actually, that's in the Better Waverly community, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with the Better Waverly neighborhood, but it's just a few blocks east of the Homewood Johns Hopkins campus,
Okay.
near Morgan State.
Right.
And we serve the youth and teens that are in that neighborhood.
Okay.
So we provide a lot of different programs. We have our art program that happens twice a week. We have a music program where we partner with JHU, and they send over through the Encore Music Program undergrad students who may not be majoring in music but are interested in sharing music with youth in the community. So they can come over and provide free private music lessons to our students. So each student gets to have a 30-minute to hour-long lesson on an instrument of their choice, if we have it.
Wow.
And we also have like a lending library, so students can borrow an instrument and practice at home, so that they continue learning, and progressing. We have an amazing drum line that happens twice a week. The students, we have about, I don't know what the full count is, but like 20 to 30 students, led by Wayne Johnson. And they perform at various places. We recently performed at the Reginald F. Lewis Museum for the Griots Eye Festival. That kind of like started off the Black History Month at Reginald F. Lewis.
Okay.
We also performed at the Lantern Parade. So we're actually looking for more paid gigs. That's one of our goals for this year, is to find more paid gigs for our young people who are performing, getting more gigs this year. And hopefully we'll be able to get some uniforms for them and some more drum supplies as well.
Okay.
We also have a homework club that we do after school, and this is just a time for students to come by the center, and if they have any questions on homework or want to complete, it's like a quiet time at the center.
If they don't want to go straight home. And
Right,
maybe
exactly.
Noisy there, or they have a lot
Yeah.
of siblings. Okay.
Exactly, and sometimes if it's not myself or the director facilitating the homework club, we also have an intern that comes in from Johns Hopkins this year who's there helping the students and answering any questions they might have.
Okay.
And yeah, so what I do is I manage all of those programs in conjunction with our director, Sarah Tooley. And so we are the only two full-time staff.
Wow. What is with the two?
Yeah, there's two.
It's two. Okay.
Two is the magic.
Right? Two?
Two.
Two? Please, when I get to you, Chelsea, it's gonna be two? Oh my God. My Lord. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
That's a lot for just two people.
it's a lot. We're a small organization, but
Right.
we do a lot of work. Last year, I think we served over 140 students in the neighborhood, and we really rely on volunteers who come out. I think last year was around 115 volunteers. So everybody who comes in and teaches our classes, so our art classes are taught by myself in conjunction with MICA students through. They have community service leaders in their student activities office who come in and provide art instruction 2 days a week. I guess that was last year. And this year we're partnering with the Towson Art Ed department. And they are sending over a couple students in their department to teach art classes. So we really rely on volunteers to help us out, run our programs, and even just help out to our in our like day-to-day like cleaning, maintenance, like just upkeep.
Gotcha.
Wow.
And in terms of the community service hours, so at 901 Arts, the goal for 901 Arts is that if you go through 901 Arts, you're still connected to the center, and hopefully we can connect you with more opportunities. Maybe, it'd be great to have, we have had students come back, and sometimes they are teaching our art classes, they are teaching our drumline, if, we don't have the other partners there.
Right.
So that's a wonderful thing, but we also offer community service hours to high school students, or sometimes I think middle school students sometimes have community service hours. We try to have a chunk of time, one time during the week, that students can just come and just help out and gain their hours, so.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Chelsea, you want to chime in?
Sure. So I work with an organization called New Lens, and we're a youth-led organization
Okay.
where we teach young people how to produce video about social justice and social change. So our staff is basically made up of young people teaching other young people how to use cameras and how to sort of use cameras effectively, I guess. So basically our goal is to sort of get more young people to use media, whether it's social media, to inform and empower other young people.
Gotcha.
So part of what we do is we go into schools. So if schools are interested in having an after-school video club, our young people will go into schools and teach other young people how to talk about and express themselves about at home or in school. So a lot of times we work with young people to produce videos about bullying or sexuality or stress and drama, things of that nature. And our young people on staff are also available for hire for like organizations or businesses that have positive social missions who are interested in having a promotional video produced or a crowdfunding video. We're available for hire for that. And we also just produce our own video in-house that we think is compelling and important. So some video that we've produced a lot of documentary style video. We've produced a sort of late night show satirical video about youth employment and the importance of youth employment in Baltimore. We've worked with young people to sort of look at music that they listen to and listen to the lyrics and change the lyrics to make sense to something that they actually really relate to, and we've sort of shot music videos around that with young people. So really what we really aim to do is sort of give young people video skills and empower them to use those skills to create media that is relevant to their lives and that makes them feel empowered as artists.
Wow. So, since you've been a part, have any of the youth gone on and done, worked for some other companies or whatever, being, in the media, industry or what have you?
So when we did our youth employment work last year, we found that a lot of young people in Baltimore aren't actually, when it comes to youth employment and the biggest opportunities, young people aren't actually going to work for other companies, but really being entrepreneurs and working for themselves. So one of the young people who used to, or young adult now, who came out of New Lens and is now a pretty well-known videographer in Baltimore is Abani Nazir. And she is, an amazing videographer, and she's shot, at this point, BGE commercials. I mean, she's doing really well in the Baltimore community and shooting some really awesome videos for local artists.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just necessarily about the video component of things. A lot of young people have also gone on to do really great organizing work in Baltimore and sort of facilitating those conversations about social change and about race and class and religion, sexuality, all these things that affect us as a city. They've gone on to sort of facilitate those conversations and be a part of organizations that are doing that great work to make sure that we figure out how to get over those barriers in places like Baltimore.
Wow. Are you two at the same location? Or are you at a different location too?
I'm at New Lens.
New Lens. Oh, you did say that. Where is that located?
New Lens is in the Reservoir Hill community, so
okay.
we're right like on White Lock City.
Okay, and you said near John Hopkins.
Yeah, we're in Better Waverly.
Better Waverly.
Well,
Okay.
there's
Is that
really
the one that used to be the John Hopkins used to be the Eastern High School? Were you there? Right across from the YMCA?
It's near where City. It's right across from the YMCA.
Right. Yes,
Yep.
that building. Okay, that used to be a high school, Eastern High School.
Okay.
Yeah, it was closed down for like years.
Yeah.
And then John Hopkins is taking over everything. They might have to call it John Hopkins, Maryland, instead of Baltimore, Maryland. John Hopkins is everywhere. John Hopkins and Jeanette and Harry.
Yeah, Jeanette and Harry. Yeah,
Yes, they're
down.
everywhere. I'm like, y'all just need to take over the whole city. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Both of you guys, I'm an artsy type dude, so everything that you're saying, I'm actually in awe because I didn't even
Me
know
too.
that all this existed. I had no idea. This is why I wanted to do this, because this is not just, it's opening up for me, not just for my listeners, but I'm learning something because I had no idea about the arts program, the drum line and the arts program, and then with media and video, I had no clue. So this is good for whoever's listening that have young people that's in middle school, high school, and college ages and things of that sort that can volunteer or be a part of this. Now, do you accept volunteers that are not a part of MICA, that don't attend MICA?
Absolutely.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes. I mean, at 901 Arts, we do. We have, while we do have Johns Hopkins students who teach our music lessons, we also have just adults from the community who just want to come out and help, who are not affiliated with any institution.
Okay.
So we would like anybody to come by, and if they have a passion that they want to teach, we definitely are open to having visiting artists who, they might have something that they really are passionate about, and 901 Arts is great because we're very flexible and are able to accommodate somebody's vision if they really are dedicated to it and have a plan.
Okay.
So yeah, come one, come all.
So I know you mentioned about music and things of that sort. Now, do you accept people who might want to be a guest speaker? Say there is somebody who's a spoken word artist, or someone who does one woman plays and does a monologue, and maybe want to present that, or maybe just want to speak to the students about going beyond. Maybe you're not just interested in music and art. Maybe you want to be a spoken word artist, or you want to be an actor or a dancer. Do you allow people to come in and just speak?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, when the way I think, and I think the way that 901 Arts thinks about art, and we kind of consider every medium art.
Okay.
I personally am a performance artist, dancer, kind of theater person. Although I studied a lot of 2D drawing and painting, collage and sculpture stuff. But I hope to do some projects with my students in performance and dance and theater. In the past, 901 Arts has put on some puppet shows. They've done things outside for festivals. They've done dance. They've done, if you go on our website at 901arts.org, we've got stop motion animation videos and other like real-time videos. Not the word, but live videos, and actually this spring we're partnering up with our friend Teresa Columbus and a bunch of other artists in Baltimore who want to do a collaboration with young people. They're putting on a show with us called Kidult.
Okay.
That's happening, I think, May 30th. Let me make sure. But our friend just approached us and was like, we really want to do this sort of a residency where these artists who might not necessarily have a lot of experience working with youth, but who really want to create a collaborative production with youth and share their knowledge as artists. And so we are going, yes, it's May 30th. And it's going to be a huge production. The students are going to be writing their own scripts. They're going to be writing their own songs. We're hoping to incorporate our new beat making class, which we had.
Wow.
We started this semester, led by Max Bent, and a bunch of our high school students and a few of our middle and elementary school students have been making their own beats and their own songs. So we're hoping that we can incorporate that into the theater production. What else? Hopefully we'll be doing they'll be doing their own costumes. We're just hoping that it'll be a youth-led production facilitated by adults and shared with adults. So we hope that everybody will come out to this event on May 30th to see what we come up with and what the kids come up with.
I had asked a question about the guest speaker thing because I know I have a lot of colleagues that are in different types of art, fashion, theater, dance. And I just thought that it would be good just to have them come and even myself. I'm a theater head, so just to come and just speak and kind of just motivate and bring positive energy to our youth because they need that more than ever before. So that's why I asked that question. Can you put out information how people can get in contact with 901 Arts and how someone could be a guest speaker or volunteer? Can you put out that information, how they can contact you as well?
Absolutely. So, as I said, our website is 901, which is the number, 901arts.org. You can contact us through phone, which is 410-366-2252. You could contact me, Sophia Mack, at 901arts.org. So that's SOPHIAMAK at 901arts.org. And on the website, you can find how to become a volunteer. We have an application there. And really, you could just call us or email us and shoot us your idea. Like, what is it that you want to share? We're definitely accommodating, and we definitely want to have more inspiring adults to come and share their knowledge. Because we're in Better Waverly, and we serve the Better Waverly youth, but there's so much going on in Baltimore City, and there's so many amazing artists that I don't know. I think the kids would love to see and learn from.
Definitely. How about you, Chelsea? How can anybody that's interested and may have some background in media and production and videography, photography, that might want to be interested in being a guest speaker or just volunteering and helping out because they have that skill, how can they reach out to you?
Sure. So if you, I guess in terms of the video world, things are always changing, software is always changing,
Right.
cameras are always changing, so we're always looking for people to sort of come in and give us tips on lighting, on using cameras and using software to edit video. So if people are interested and able, you can visit us at www.newlens.info. You can also like us on Facebook. We're New Lens Productions on Facebook. And we're easily contacted via both of those.
Okay, wonderful. And Miss James, Valencia James, how can people reach out to you if they want to get involved with the community, with community collaborative? They want to help out. They have some ideas maybe to help you guys to better for the new. I don't know if you guys go by academic year or fiscal year or how you guys go by, but maybe they want to help out for the calendar year or however you guys work that out.
I'm laughing because we have so many different years we go by.
Oh, okay, right. I mean, I come from the whole educational background, so I work
Right.
at a community college. They go by fiscal year, calendar
Right.
year.
We have all three of those things, but in
Okay.
general, we go by the academic
Okay,
year. I mean,
okay.
AmeriCorps has a kind of a different year. But, however, folk that are interested, I mean, because we're the ones like kind of getting the sites together and the
Right.
numbers together on either end. If there's someone thinks there might be a site or even a guest speaker, like for our training, because we
Okay.
offer continuous training to our members. So we're always looking for various topics that can help support our members in supporting any of the things that they're doing in their teaching, classroom management, all those kind of
Okay.
things. So if people are interested, they can contact myself at Valencia James at 410-225-4264. And
Okay.
you can also contact me at my email, vjames@mica.edu. I'm also going to plug in my supervisor's email, Julie Lynn. Her email is jlyn01. So Lynn is Lin.
You said Jlyn
01
01.
at mica.edu. So either one of us
Okay.
will get back to you, and depending on what you're wanting to find out, we'll get you that information.
Sounds good. Well, ladies, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I want to make sure that you ladies get back safely out in this cold and snow. I thank you for being here and sharing everything about what you guys do with AmeriCorps, with the Community Collaborative Art, Community Collaborative that's under MICA, which is the Maryland Institute College of Art. You've opened up my eyes. I had no idea about the different programs in media and with the arts and getting information about want to be a volunteer or a speaker. I'm definitely going to pass this on to some of my colleagues that are in the different other types of arts outside of what you mentioned. Valencia, thank you for being here and speaking with you earlier in the week and just kind of finalizing, putting everybody together and making this work, because this was much needed. I learned a lot. I hope my listeners did too. 'Cause
Well,
Me
thank
too.
you for having
yeah,
us.
this helped my soul, because like I said, I'm an artsy type dude, so this definitely just warmed my spirit for real. But yes, thank you so very much. This was great. So guys, I thank you for listening in for this particular segment. We're going to have my last guest is coming up after the music break, so enjoy the music. More Style Chronicles in a minute with my co-host
Richie's guy.
All right, guys, we'll start Chronicles. All right, people, we're back. Hope you enjoyed. That's my song right there. Biggie, give me one more chance. Give me one more chance. Yes. All right, so we just ended a great interview with the ladies from the Community Collaborative, which is under the MICA, which is Maryland Institute College of Art. We have Valencia James, we had Sophia Mack, and we had Chelsea Sherman, who we're here to just talk about the art of design, along with MICA and the Community Collaborative and AmeriCorps. And it was just good information that I had no idea about.
It was. I was sitting back here like getting an education.
Right.
Asking myself, what am I doing with my life?
I mean, yeah, it can get to that point where you're trying to ask, like, what's really going on?
We do a lot of these things, but then sometimes you think about, like, the importance of, like, volunteering and giving back, especially with, like, art programs, because we can do a lot because of, the things that we've done.
Right. Exactly. I feel the same way. Like, it just opened my eyes to some things that I thought, sometimes you think you know, but you have no idea. And then when you get the information, this is like, wow, I never knew that. Like, that was very interesting to me.
Yes. And I think you need to go speak at those.
I do. And I'm trying to get some of my colleagues who are in the arts, and get them the part. Like, I know someone, who's into fashion, and a few people that's into fashion, and find somebody who's into dance, and just to talk about things that they don't already have going on at the different locations.
Yeah.
So it's really good. Maybe you can come down and
I was thinking about it too.
do like some music.
I was thinking about that.
DJing. Maybe somebody.
I think that would be awesome.
DJ. Yeah, that'd be hot. So yeah, I gotta make that work. Definitely
make it work.
Yeah, definitely gotta make that. I feel like Tim gotta make it work. All right, guys. So we have another guest in the studio that I reached out to because I felt the need to do so because we're talking about the art of design, and photography is art. And so I don't even know how I want to introduce you. I have to think of something creative to do because I'm always that type dude.
Let's see.
I gotta think.
It's gotta be a special.
I know, and I'm trying to find it. You gotta help me out. You're my guest co-host.
Listen, I'm always good for that round of applause because I need that when I walk into the room. I actually want to get it on my phone and just play it.
Is that good for you? Is that all right?
You like that, don't you?
The talented, artistic, creative,
hustler,
innovative,
hustler,
extraordinaire,
hustler. I have to say that. I have to say that though.
Hustler.
He hustles.
I've seen it.
That's the thing I think I admire most about it.
We have the photographer and graphic design artist. We have Woody in the building.
What's up, everybody?
So how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I am pretty good, despite all this weather that's going on. I am pretty good.
It's great.
So I wanted to have you on the show. I thought it was perfect to have you on at this particular chronicle that we're talking about, art of design, and because you're in photography, and photography is an art, and you also are a graphic artist, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So which one do you love more?
Now I love photography more.
You love photography.
I used to like graphic art, like back in the day, like when I was in college and high school.
Okay.
But photography is, I like it. It's very interesting.
You know what I realized, Richie? Sometimes when you go along in your life and you do whatever it is that you decide to do, and you notice that people start coming to surface that you've never heard of or never seen before, and all of a sudden they just wow out there. Like, that's how it was for him. Like, I've never heard of him before, I've never seen him before, and I was just like, I started seeing this stuff, and I'm just like, this is really good.
And then you see it everywhere.
Right, and then after that, he was just like, I was like, okay, well, I gotta have him on the show. So I reached out to him, I was like, so I guess I'm just gonna have you on my radio show.
And I'm glad I'm here for that night.
Right, exactly. It just kind of worked out.
Exactly.
So this is good. This is great.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you just kind of like broke down the doors, so to speak.
I did.
Like it's cracked open a little bit.
I had to.
Like you cracked it a little bit, and then all of a sudden you just knocked it off the hinges.
Right.
So I
I'm
mean,
not
that's
rolling
good.
with that house down.
Well, yeah, I don't want you to do that
No,
part.
blow it down.
No?
No,
blow it down.
Not blow it down. You can
Well.
knock down some doors and some walls, but
Blow the house.
Can I bust some windows?
as long as it's not in anybody's car.
No.
I don't want you to do no gas.
Only for the sake of art, though.
Okay, I'll take that. for the sake of art,
I would do that.
I will take that. I can live with that. That's fine with me. That's perfect. So trying to get some information about you. I found out that you were born in DC but raised in PG County. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So how has that been? Living here in the DMV area. How's that been for you? So all your life, pretty much.
Yeah, all my life. I grew up in the Northeast, and then I moved out to Suitland when I was like in the 4th grade.
Okay.
So it was a different transition, but the DMV as a whole is like, I don't know, it's home, so I don't know how to compare it to other cities, but you get a little bit of everything. You get all the seasons. You get
That's true. You
get a somewhat eclectic group of people to grow up around.
Okay. Okay.
You're not the South, you're not the North, right in between.
So, do you think the DMV has its artistic realm per se?
I do.
You do.
I do.
And how is that?
It's actually more underground than a lot of people think.
Okay.
I do think it's a community out there for art. I just don't think it has the exposure like New York or LA, or even Philly. A lot of people think about DC, they think politics, and that's it.
Okay. All right. So how was it for you growing up? I mean, have you always been, artistic as far as, wanting to get into photography and graphic design, even being a young boy?
As a young boy, I just wanted to draw and build things like, Lego, stuff like that. I was always into like building things and drawing out, cartoons and stuff like that. It wasn't until I got older where I started to like be more creative and artsy, like putting things together.
Okay, good stuff. So, what really just attracted you to, being a photographer, getting into graphic arts? What was that final decision, that final moment when it was just like, this is what I really want to do for the rest of my life?
Well, with photography, it's like I appreciate all, sorts of, forms of art, but photography is like you capture a moment in like still time, and it's real. It's like, you didn't make it up. I mean, of course you can put, certain things together like the fashion and the wardrobe, but it's not like you drew it out, like it wasn't in your head, like you captured something that really happened. So those are the kind of moments I like. And then with graphic, art behind it, I can just add my own little elements to it, just to make it visual.
Okay. What has been your best picture thus far, since you've been in it real heavy?
Mine. I'm just kidding. Kidding, just kidding.
Somebody smelling themselves.
No, that's him. That's his work. I'm admiring his work of me.
I did enjoy our photo shoot together.
Okay.
It was nice and cold.
He was difficult, wasn't he?
I was not.
Not at all.
I was easy to work with. I think.
Pretty cool.
Don't use that word easy.
Face was big.
Don't use
Hey,
that.
won't it though?
What? I missed that.
He said my face was beat. I said it was.
Oh.
I look like a completely different person.
Who beat your face?
Oh, I forgot his name. It was somebody that I worked with arranged for me last minute. So
Oh, okay.
I gotta be thankful. But I mean, it was.
So he was beat for the gods.
Oh yeah.
But no, my favorite piece was I did this probably like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. But it was an Adam and Eve editorial. To this day, it's still my favorite piece because I wanted to do it for so long, and I actually thought it was never going to happen. So when I did it, it came out exactly the way I wanted it to.
The way you pictured it in your mind.
Exactly.
Is that difficult to? Because I know for me, being an artist as well, because I'm a visual type dude. So when you visualize something, you expect it to be exactly how you envisioned. So does that bother you when it doesn't come out that way?
It does. A lot of times, like other people can be like, "Oh, that's so dope!" Like, it's awesome, and then you're looking at it like, "No, it's not."
Right. But they're looking at it from a different perspective. But you're looking at it for the craft that you do,
Right.
And you nitpick.
I
like
do.
We nitpick
I'm my
our
worst
own work.
critic.
Exactly. So am I. I'm my worst critic. So it's like, me personally, I'd rather check myself before somebody else does.
True.
So a question.
Yeah.
Then, if you're taking like, if you're doing a photo shoot with like, you have subjects.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the final product and it didn't come out how you wanted it to, was it oftentimes the subject or was it what you were doing? Like or is it a combination? Because you said you're your own worst critic, but there's so many factors involved.
That is true.
It can be, A, B, C, or all of the above.
Right.
I will say a lot of times it's not me. But I have to work with what I have.
Right.
So I try to make the best out of it. So
Okay.
Pickers can't be choosy. Choosers.
Well,
I mean,
I
because
can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, because as the subject, I remember thinking to myself like, I don't want to mess this up. Like, I don't want what he does, which I already know is good, to turn out
Right.
bad because of me.
Sure.
Like that's how I was thinking about it. So I was just curious about that.
That's true.
Because your work sometimes does depend on other people.
That is true.
Yeah, it does.
That is true.
Especially when it's my vision versus like somebody hiring me to do a shoot.
Right.
Their vision that I'm trying to like put together.
Because then you have to go off of what they. Oh, so how does that work for you? If you have a client who wants you to shoot a particular thing, but what they're asking you to do isn't really what you
Want to
do or interested in or feel good in doing, how does that work for you and still be able to, be able to deliver what they want from you because they hired you to do this particular look or shot?
Well, if somebody comes to me with a concept that they want to do, I first have to decide if I want to do it myself.
Okay.
If it's going to fall in line with, what I stand for and, what I want to do. It's not always about the money.
Okay.
Of course, if you just throw a big figure in front of me, I will reconsider, but at the same time, I don't want to do anything that's going to like, just not going to be,
You don't want to be uncomfortable.
Right.
Have you done nude?
Yes.
You have.
Yeah.
Why he smiled
He
when
smiled.
I said
I'm
that?
like, because I was about to say, is there anything that you like?
Why did he smile?
Because a lot of people don't know that. Like, the Adam and Eve shoot I did was nude.
Oh, right. It would
But
be right.
I've had people who wanted to do nude shoots. I don't always put those images out there because they're private. But
Right. Well, I guess I didn't even think of Adam and Eve being nude. I was thinking of being more artistic, so I didn't even think of thinking that would be nude. I would think like when I say nude, I mean like nude, like somebody's doing a shot in sneakers. And for instance, I did a shot a couple months ago. What I just wanted to do.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I had seen that.
What I just did, sneakers and a fitted hat. So the photographer just colorized my sneakers the color they were and did my hat. So everything else was just, I didn't really have any, but I covered.
Yeah,
you didn't
course.
see anything, but you knew I was nude.
yeah, I've done both.
Don't act like you ain't like it. Anywho, so that's what I was talking about, any of those type of things.
Oh my
So.
As long as it's creative and artistic and not sleazy.
Right, but I still want to know why you smiled when I asked you. Did you do? What was that smile about? Do you know?
Because I never said this before, but for me as an artist, I have sex through my camera, like through my lens.
Wow,
And,
that's hot.
Yeah.
Sex.
You will never know it when I'm shooting.
What if my cousin?
I was about to say, I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he was having sex that day.
What if my cousin has sex through his lens? I'm about to ask him.
It depends on the subject. But yeah.
You always have sex with your
No, he
lens?
said it depends on the subject.
Oh, he said it, okay.
Sometimes he's filing his nails.
Yeah.
You can't file your nails and taking a picture.
Mentally.
Mentally, I can.
Okay.
I can be very bored.
I wonder if my cousin files his nails.
Like he's filing his nails.
Like, this is boring. Wow. I never even thought. I wonder if anybody ever filed their nails and taking a picture of me. Oh my! Now you have in my mind.
You can't think about it as a subject.
But now I am. Now I'm gonna think about that the next time I have a photo shoot.
I'm sorry.
Oh wow! Oh, I haven't been a snooze.
It's kind of like having sex. You can't be conscious about it.
I know, but still, that still's gonna be in my brain now. I'm probably gonna say to the phone, "Am I boring you?" Oh my gosh, and I plan on doing a photo shoot so that I can need new headshots. So, oh my gosh, oh jeez. Now that's
Don't think about it.
Bring your A game.
Don't think about it like
I
that.
try to always bring my A game. I try to always step up and be photogenic and not have too much direction. Give it to me. I try to be my own, be
Yeah,
able
of
to,
course.
bring it without saying, well, do this, well, turn your head like this, well, no, look that way. Because, sometimes when a photographer has to tell you so many directions, it's like you ain't doing something right. That's just my feeling. I feel like I should be the one to know my angles and what's good and that sort of thing. And if the photographer got to keep telling me that, then I'm not doing something right.
Not necessarily.
No?
I don't know. I sometimes feel like the photographer sees something maybe you don't see, so they can sort of kind of guide you with maybe something that they see for you. But I don't know. I hate having my photos taken unless I'm doing it as a selfie. You know what I'm saying? Because I can control that and I can see what I'm looking at. But you just gotta trust the photographer.
So you're a control freak. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Richard?
I don't know, a little bit. Is there any types of shots that you don't like shoots that you don't prefer to do? Like somebody comes to you with I don't know.
Well, he likes to do nude. Is there anything that
I don't know. I mean,
like animals or something? I don't know. But
some people might not like doing weddings. Some people might not
are you a wedding
might not
type
like doing
photographer?
events. I don't know.
I do weddings.
You do weddings?
Yeah.
So is there anything you wouldn't do like Richie said?
Let's see. I mean, I guess if it's a nude shoot that's just like pornographic, that's not really my interest.
Like intercourse? Is that what you're talking about?
I wasn't, but yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, because you want to do something with like artistic value. I'm assuming.
yeah, I mean they could be naked, like
But implied that
implying, but
Right.
but
they're
not
actually-
literally just going
Right.
all ham.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
There are particular I guess shots that are boring, but you can still play around with it, like business headshots. I mean, everybody needs them,
Yes.
but I mean, they could be kind of boring to shoot.
I mean, it can be. Yeah. If you don't have a good subject.
I'm just-
Are you talking about the subject or are you just talking about period? It's just
Period.
not a good
The concept,
Oh, okay, the concept. Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts on photoshopping? Like, do you feel like when you're taking the photos, are you thinking how are you gonna modify these when you get back to your computer or?
Not always. If I already have a general idea of how I want the image to look, then yeah, I will think about how to Photoshop it. If I want the sky to be a certain way, I could change it if I wanted to. But I'm not the kind of photographer that likes to change people.
Gotcha.
I don't want to I'm not interested in making you 5 pounds, 10 pounds lighter.
Damn.
I mean,
No chisel chest, nothing.
you are who you are. And I understand that fashion, is like the norm to be a size 2 or 1.
Right.
But I mean, if you come to me and you tell me you want to do a real photo shoot, just to capture who you are, then I'm not going to change who you are. The picture doesn't lie, so I'm not going to help you catfish.
Shame.
Did he just say, I'm not going to help you catfish?
I think that was my favorite line of the night.
I don't understand why people do that because eventually you're gonna be caught. You're gonna be, as they say, asked out. Just be who you are. And I hate. This is me personally. I hate when people take options and choices away from me. Don't take my options away. Let me choose if I want to do whatever it is that's going on at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
You been catfish before?
No, I haven't.
Oh no, you sound like you might.
No, I'm just saying.
You been
catfish before?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
No, when I was in a relationship, I'd rather somebody took my options away from me.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I'm talking about. I don't like when people take my options away from me. Let me choose if, you know what I'm saying? Tell me and let me choose if I still want to be with you or not because of this or whatever. Don't just assume the worst or assume the best and then I'm going to go along with it. That's not cool.
Right.
I don't like that. I just don't. Maybe this is control.
You might have some control issues.
What? Don't do that.
Just a thought.
Anywho, so how does the whole graphic design, does that go hand in hand with your photography, or you're able to, does someone come to you and say, I want to fly, can you make a flyer for me? You do it, or How does that work? Well, only your graphic design is only affiliated with when you do photography.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's like I don't really advertise my graphic design as much as I do my photography.
Okay.
My graphic design is more so like it's more personal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you know, I've done flyers in the past, and you know, I used to actually design websites. That's what I went to school for.
Okay.
I just lost interest in it as far as like on a corporate level.
Okay.
So,
Wait.
you know, I use graphic.
No, I'm not gonna go there. Okay. All right. So I'm your host, Terrence Styles. I'm in the studio with my handsome guest co-host on this Monday,
Richie Sky. Yes, yes. Give me some one more time. One more time. Come on now. Okay. I was like, why you gonna delay my response?
I give you an explosion with it.
Yes. Explosions.
You like explosions?
I do.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Hashtag.
Hashtag boom.
Hashtag boom.
All right, so Richie and I are in the studio with our guests, our other guests that we had tonight. Is that you going off? What you was talking about? You have sex with your lens? That's why your phone going off.
It's blowing up.
We have photographer, graphic design artist. Woody is in the studio with us.
I like that.
I told you it's addictive, right?
It's a live studio audience. Yeah, they've been around for 4 seasons. Yeah, we paid them well. So what do you know, we talked about, you know, being a photographer, graphic design artist, and what is next for you? What do you want to do next? What's gonna make, you know, Woody, you know, feel all gushy in the inside?
Books.
Books?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Photo books.
photo books. Okay.
And a little coffee table.
Coffee table.
Photo books.
I like that. Any specific?
I want to have like different series.
Okay.
The first book I want to do is going to be erotic, but you know, not pornographic. Just it's going to contain a lot of nudity. But I also want to do another one that just captures like the love between like mother and child. So I know it's like really different,
Cliche.
but no, not cliche, but you know, different from like going from nudity.
Oh, you're talking about from jumping.
You know, nudity to family, but I want to have like a series of different like photo books. You know, for whatever occasion, like if you're in a photographer's office or you know, even for like a party. Just I want you to see me, not see me, but see my work.
Got it.
Everywhere. I want people to get sick of me.
Yes.
Okay, I can respect that. What else you have coming up? What do you have coming up like right now? Like what's going on? What's in your mind right now? What
going
juices
on?
are you in your lab and you're, you know, developing?
Like right now.
Yeah.
Well, preparing to move.
Oh, you're moving.
Where you're moving to?
So wait a minute, before he gets to that. So he comes here, he embraces, you know, he gives us his presence here, then he just gonna up and move. So he knocks he peeps the door open, knocks the hinges off the door, breaks some windows, busts windows out, break down walls, and now he's moving.
Pretty much.
Are you gonna do any repairs, or you gonna keep you want to also I'm gonna keep your security deposit? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's been paid.
Hashtag boom.
Well, damn. So where are you moving?
When or where?
When? Both. When? Where? Why? How?
Oh, I want to move to LA.
LA. Another one bites the
Land
dust.
of the free.
Yeah.
Another LA person. A good friend of mine moved to LA last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shout out to Emoji Couture. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, Emoji. Trust me, you would know Emoji. Emoji is,
Yeah.
he's a great dude. He's a character at the same time. Very passionate, very artistic. Yeah, Emoji's with peeps. But yeah, so yeah, I heard a lot of people saying they going to LA. You better watch them earthquakes.
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna be able to save you.
I'm ready.
You ready? You wanna take one of the earthquakes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen, I'll take an earthquake every now and again for like sunny weather all the time. Yeah.
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 I'm just, LA's cool. I don't feel like I'm an LA dude. Like, I just don't feel like that's
God.
me.
I feel like when I went there, I feel like I was at home.
Really, I do.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've been, so maybe if I go back, when I go back now, maybe I'll have a different mindset. But
It's not really LA. It's more so for me. It's Cali as a whole.
Yeah.
okay.
You know, LA is just like
Just a little dent in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You more about the whole frame.
Mhm.
What else is given?
Yeah.
If you get that dent, I can fix it later.
Right.
I can respect that.
I love Cali.
Okay, good. So you just pretty much want to do what you've been doing here and just take that and.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to do what I'm, doing here, but I want to do a lot more.
Okay.
I
And
definitely
you feel like
wanna-
Cali can give you that.
Yeah, of course. I definitely want to reach out to like the right people and like help me like just establish a bigger brand,
Right.
On a business level. But I feel like I can be, more free, more artistic, and just do what I want to do.
Okay. So do you ultimately just want to stay, entrepreneur, or you want to actually work for like a company, a corporation, or
Magazine.
magazine? It'd be,
Yeah. As long as it's, I guess, along the line of what I ultimately want to do.
Okay.
Then yeah, I definitely want to have, contracts or just have relationships with magazines, different organizations like Discovery Channel or National Geographic, stuff like that where, I'm building a relationship with a company where they trust me to go out there and capture what they want.
Okay.
But at the same time, I still want to do what I want to do on an artistic level, as far as putting out my images.
Okay. Respect that. Any particular part of Cali that you want to live?
Besides LA,
Yeah.
I love Sacramento.
Okay.
I like the mountains, and I like to be around a lot of open wilderness.
Cool.
I want to board my backyard.
You want to what?
A board.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Interesting. All right. So when is this move supposed to be happening?
After my birthday, my birthday is February 20th, so
Okay.
within that week.
So you're Aries?
I'm a Taurus, but
Taurus?
I'm like on the edge of Aries.
Oh, okay. It's 20.
Beginning of Taurus.
Gotcha. Taurus. Okay. Cool.
Good people, good people.
Yes, my mother's a Taurus.
My
so-
mother's a Taurus.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
When is your mom's birthday?
May 14th.
Oh my gosh. My mom's is May 9th. OMG.
That's hilarious.
Wow. We have more. Oh, this is crazy.
Scary.
Wow. Okay. Cool. I can respect that, Cali. All the way. I'm, congrats to, moving to Cali, and best of luck. And hope, Cali gives you what you need in your life.
I hope so too.
Because the DMV can stifle you. It can hinder you certain things, especially people can. I mean the area.
It's not the area.
It's the people. It's the people in it. Yeah. I say it's the people. So yeah, best of luck with that move and everything. So I wish you nothing but the best. All right. So Richie, we're about to close out the show first. Before we do, how can people reach out to you, buddy? How can they see your work? How can they, contact you if they want to, book you for a photo shoot, any of that?
Well, if you have Facebook, I'll give you my business page,
Okay.
my personal. It's basically facebook.com/WoodDProductions. Let's see, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. All the same screen name. It's Wood D the Photog. And my website is coming soon.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh yeah, for all my models, I'm on Model Mayhem as well. Wood D
They still do that?
I mean,
Wow. I didn't even know Model Mayhem was still
I didn't know
around.
either.
Wow.
they still do it, but
I didn't think people still went there. Okay.
Gotta have all the outlets covered.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. All over the social media networks. So
Cool. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
yeah.
So Richie, finally got you in the studio to co-host with me.
Hasn't it been an adventure?
It has. I've learned more about you. How much more we have in common than what I realized.
Exactly.
That's cool. I didn't
And
know that.
scary.
I wouldn't say it is. It's
It's
scary.
a little scary. I mean, we got the same name, same birthday month. Mom's born the same month. That's a little bit, like
Yeah.
wouldn't have guessed it. I'm saying like based on our previous interactions with the
Right.
shows.
Yeah. I didn't know we had that much in common.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's what, 3 things, 4 things?
Yeah. Major
Zodiac
things.
sign, name, parents have the same zodiac. Wow.
Yep.
And both of their birthdays, and heck, that is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We're both into media,
Yep.
entertainment.
Yep.
Wow, artsy
Showing up.
dudes.
Showing up.
Wow, yeah, we do have a lot in common.
Mhm.
Sorry, Demond, I'm at the bump. Roller coaster, buddy. No, but I love you
Bye,
nonetheless. All right, guys. So that wraps up tonight's show. Coming up next, we have Kimmy A and Dev Ricks with the '90s Play Lounge. So if you love the '90s music, you love the TLC, the Aaliyah, the R. Kelly, the Jodeci's, the Mary J. Blige.
The Total.
The Total, yes. Guess how you gotta say Mary J. Blige's name? Mary J. Blige.
NJB.
Yeah, the Mary J. Blige. All right, guys. So we have a new Chronicle coming up next Monday. It's gonna be a good one. I don't want to give it out what it is. You just have to keep it locked on all my social media. I'm on Facebook. It's Terrence Styles, TERONCE Styles with 2 Y's. Twitter is the same thing, Terrence Styles. I am on Instagram only, the number 1 MR Styles with 2 Y's. You go to our Style Chronicles page. It is the stylechronicles.wordpress.com. You can check there, and if you want to know more about me, about the show, you can find archive shows as far as video. You can see who's going to be next on the show and contact information and all that good stuff. Make sure you always keep it locked on WPPradio.com. For every show, there's a show for everybody. So if you're not really into the Style Chronicles, you should be. But if you're not, there's a show for everybody. We have a morning show called the Live Wire Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 p.m. a.m. And like I said, we have the 90s Play Lounge coming up tonight at 10 o'clock with Kimmy A and Dev Ricks. All right, so Richie Sky,
Yes, sir.
how can people reach out to you? Because you do the
Okay. I spin. I do
on the 1s and 2s.
Call me for your wedding, bar mitzvah, or whatever you got going on.
Right, your toga party, your orgy parties.
Yes, exactly.
Do you do orgy parties?
Yeah. Do you pay? Okay.
Yeah. So what if there's somebody they wanted you to DJ, but they wanted you to be the one that you not to have no clothes on the DJ? Would you do
Oh,
it?
you gotta pay me a lot of money for that.
Okay. I was just wondering if you would do it.
A lot of money for
A lot of money.
And no photos. But no, you can reach me on Facebook, Richie Sky Music. You can reach me on Twitter and Instagram, Richie Sky. YouTube, DJ Richie Sky. And my website is www.richiesky.com. And stay tuned because I will be premiering a new video and single tomorrow. So,
All right.
make sure you're on the lookout for
Yeah,
that.
I need a cameo. You're doing all these videos
Okay.
and stuff. Can I get it? Man, I feel like a
On
stepchild.
the next one, I got you.
I feel like a stepchild. Don't look like a brunch for mimosas. Don't.
I told you, we got you. We got you for the next one.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anywho, do you have a Chronicle message for tonight as we close out the show?
I do. And it's a really, you know what, it has become my motto.
Okay.
And it is this. The problem is not indeed the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem.
That's a lot of problems.
Think about it. It's deep, right? It's deep.
You gotta say that one again.
The problem is not the problem. The actual problem is your attitude about the problem.
That's a lot of problems. I like that.
Dig deep on that one.
I gotta remember that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people. So I don't even know who I'm gonna give mine. You got all the good ones. You got the good Chronicle. All right, my Chronicle message. My Chronicle message for tonight is: good art is a taste. Good design is an opinion. Again, my Chronicle message: good art is a taste. Good design is an opinion. On that note, people, we will see you next Monday. Hopefully there will be no snow, because I don't have time to be cleaning off my car.
Okay.
One more again. I'm done. First day of spring is supposed to be on Thursday, and I needed to come in with a bang.
Boom.
Pow.
Hashtag.
Kapow yow. I need this. That's what I need. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get this for Richie Sky one more time.
Yes.
And Woody. My
That
last
just gave me a little bit of life right there.
You
I
like
like
that?
it. I like it. I'm
We got
feeling
your
it.
eyes closed.
I'm feeling it.
Oh my gosh! So thank you, everybody that's listening tonight. I appreciate you. Richie appreciates you.
Thank you
and
for
Woody
having me.
appreciates you. And
Thank you.
my cousin Nelson appreciates you as well. He's behind the camera. I think he's making love to his lens at the moment.
Or following his nails.
Or following his nails. Okay. All right, guys. Like I said, keep it locked. Kimye with the 90s Play Lounge along with Dev Ricks. All right, so we love you from the bottom of our Chronicle hearts, and I'll see you next Monday, and I'll see you next month.
Next month, I'll be back, y'all.
Yes, he'll be back. He'll be back. It won't snow.
Okay,
Because
it better be Sunday.
Right, exactly. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.